Alright guys, now it's time to use the power of myriads to get 120 troops. We're gonna have 24 turns of super. I'm not giving you money at all, dude. So we're counting by fives now, so we'll actually be fairly comfortable in our ability to build more crap. So that's fantastic. Might not even need him to help me. So how many turns does that mean we have left? That means we have 40 turns left. 40 times 3. Actually, 40 times 2 is enough. We're not building them every 2 turns, are we? You know, something like that, right? Now we get the Triumphal Arch, which acts as like our heroic epic. And then also, what else is good? So we got the heroic epic thing going, and it gives us a golden age, of course, stacked on top of our other golden age. So we're golden, is what I'd like to say. We're looking great, man. We just need to pump out these units and really go for broke here, which is, it's not the best thing in the world, but it is a thing in the world that we're gonna need to do. Really should have built a town there. So let's hope our economy can hold up. Well, I can hold up in the golden age, of course. So we're gonna go ahead and doubles it up. Alright, let's build a horse archer. Whatever takes the fewest turns, as they say. There we go. Don't need to do anything with them, just need to. So yeah, I mean this is an enjoyable playthrough. It's a little tense. I said it's not tense like the Persians, but it's tense in its own way. Let me tell you that, because I was sweating because I really thought I wasn't gonna make it. Because it seems like a lot of times it seems like the numbers are really against you. Like there's no way you're gonna be able to carry this one off. And luckily we did. It all worked out in the end, which, like I said, seemed kind of unlikely to me, but because I thought we were totally all screwed. And no, not at all. Not at all. We were just getting ready for our big win. Wow, pikemen are cheaper than those other units. I didn't even know that. Funny what you learn when playing the game like a total weirdo, right? Turkey declared war on Persia. Well, that's a war I'm also not privy to. I am not toilet to that war. Let's go ahead and run over here. So it's not like we need to talk to the Greeks anymore, right? Oh, plus 100%. They must have built a castle. Wimps. Man, Europe's such a nice place to be, although these towns are so close together. I mean, the computer does that. I don't know if it's advantageous. I've heard people saying that your town should, like, slightly overlap. I don't know if that's true. It seems counterintuitive because then you're, like, pretty much, what's the word for it? You are cannibalizing your own output. Alright. Whoa, India and Turkey. In the war. Oh, hi, Russia. Hi, Ruskies. You want to trade anything for anything? No. Fudge. Fudge you, fudger. No, okay, alright. How about compass? What do you want for that? Wow, I'm not giving you any money, though. I draw the line of giving you money. Alright, so let's go ahead and take another look at our situation here. God, more public math, huh? So we got 10, 11, 10, 11, so it's 222. So that's, what are the odds of that, right? 22. So 24, 25, 34, 36. 36 plus 14 is 50, 54. 54, we're on our way. Let's keep it moving though, obviously. Okay. We keep up our contacts. We've got quite a few turns left to do this, but but that will obviously make things difficult. Ooh, did they collapse? No, I'm not doing that, dude. That's dumb. So anyway, plague's coming. That stinks. Ooh, got a new source of wine? I got enough workers to take care of that. I don't need to. Yeah, look at that, huh? Wow, hello, Turks. You want to be friends? No, they don't. Don't want to be friends. Alright. Fine, no new friends. I see how it is. But yeah, it's too bad. The Persians, they last forever in this game. Very impressive. Oh, they were a protectorate, though. They had been vassalized by somebody. Who would they vassalize to? Does it say on here? No, it doesn't really say. Alright, well. Protectorate, maybe of England? I don't know. Well, anyway, now we got the plague, which stinks, but we shouldn't have it for long because we got all these great health type thingies everywhere, so let's see if I can get money off you. You know what's funny? It's the people who like are total buttholes to you, who always want you to dump other people, like, hey, don't trade with this jerk. I guess, you know, they since they trade with, you're trading with them, they're mad at you, right? So I guess it makes sense. Yeah, I guess it makes good sense, but still. Oh, hello there. Oh, I got forced out that way. That stinks. But although, I mean, hanging around the Turks is not really going to do much good anyway. The Turks are kind of jerks, you know. I have not had too many games where I've really had much good interaction with the Turkish. Usually they at war with me. Whoa, let's not build anything crazy, guys. Let's just stick to the basics, my boys. All right, well, that stinks, but that's gonna happen. We still got plenty of turns left to make it right, of course. That's what kind of stinks about getting later into the game like this, is it starts slowing down because there's a humongous world here. Probably don't need to have them do anything, but what the hey, right? We still got the economic power to deal with it. Hey, look at you guys. You guys are something else, aren't you? You Indians, you staying alive that long? It's pretty impressive. Too bad I never got a great profit to really take advantage of the two religions I founded, but that's okay. I mean, we didn't have a lot of time to screw around and build a lot of improvements or wonders. I mean, we got one of those off of the. We got one of those great people off of the. What did we get it off of? We got it off of having specialists, so you know that was a little bit easier, but still. We didn't build a lot of wonders. That guy's probably gonna die from standing there. Which is really too bad, because if you think about it, it puts us at a kind of a disadvantage in that they can cut off, basically our communications with the outside world are cut off when if that warrior dies. Which I think he already did. It looks that way. Wow, look at that. That stinks. Make a chariot. Oh, I can't make a chariot. Ooh. We can't rewind. We've gone too far. No, well, that's okay. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. Well, on the bright side, that's a little bit of cost savings. I mean, if you really want to put it grimly, if you're looking for the bright side in anything, but no, it's not particularly good news. Hi, the Vikings, huh? Everybody's favorite. Of course, they're no threat to us. They never really turn out to be much of anything in the game because their area is so like craptacular. I mean, you can't. Your population can't get very high there. You can't. Yeah, it's just a bad place. You can't really build much of a civilization out of there. So it's too bad for them. Oh man, yeah, this plague is killing our units, which makes things a little bit harder. Jeez Louise, we done yet? I was hoping this would be over sooner instead of later. But my hopes were dashed. Well, it's done up here. That's nice. Of course, this place is really far flung. It's in the boonies, as we might say. We get somebody over there so that townspeople don't get angry that we have nobody guarding the town. Okay, and let's check on our unit count again. Why not, right? It seems like fun. Okay, 13, 17, 18, 20, 26, 26, 27, 28, 34, 38, 50, 57, 58. Okay. Okay, well, you know, I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit, but I think it'll get better now that we don't. Oh man, it's probably going to kill off my warrior in the Roman Empire as well. It's not that big of a deal. It's not as if we really need. Yeah, you want me to get into war with the Indians? If they're right next to me, they're not right next to you, jerk. I like how he's like, oh yeah. Yeah, you want to go to war with those guys? Like if there's a war, obviously he would be fighting absolutely none of it, and we'd be fighting absolutely all of it. Myself and my what's his name? My vassal state there. Okay. Continue the military buildup, my friends. So we're at like 58 right now, so let's keep putting them out. Oh man, it killed my guy immediately. Did you like that? How my elephant rolled into town and just dropped dead? Oh, and then the plague's done. So that's rather bull crap, is it not? So I know a lot of people's, what's his face? A lot of people have a strategy for this, and they say just, you know, frickin', what's he building a road there for? Anyway, like it's a bad, you should just cut yourself off from iron, and then you can just build, what's the word for it? You can just build, warriors. But it's really not necessary. I mean, I guess you could. That's an idea. It's certainly something you could do, but I wouldn't do, because you just don't need to. Well, anyway, I think we're done with the stupid plague, so we can get back to business here, hopefully. At least we're done with the plague here in Asia. So I like that. I think that was the Black Plague, and in fact, it did start in Asia. It started with the Japanese in this one, which is, I don't think it started with the Japanese in real life. I think it did start in China with the rats, spreading it because, you know, the trade to the Byzantine Empire and then on into Europe. I need your dye? I got my own dye. Jerk. Okay, now we got gunpowder, which is real nice. And with gunpowder, we could build cannons. So if we wanted to, we could really sort out the hateful, what's his faces? The hateful guys up there, Mongolians. We could, but there's no sense in that because, I mean, for what? I mean, our goal right now is to build 120 frickin' units. Oh, we failed in the quest of horse whispering. Well, you know how it is. What do we actually get for that? I don't know if I've ever succeeded in that one. Because there's a lot of those little quests that are just like, they'd be such a pain because you have to build X number of towns, and in each number of towns you got to build. Like, I don't build that many stables. I mean, that's pretty much the long and the short of that. I don't build that many stables. And since I don't build that many stables, it's kind of useless to do such a thing. Anyway, I don't think I need him to produce. Here we go. And I get quicker production of gunpowder units, because that's the power of the myriads, which is nice. And we have a fair amount of turns left before we are required to have that number of troops. And we still got 8 turns left of super great times, golden age. So I think we shall be fine. 3 turns, but 2 turns better than 3 turns. Okay. Build a grocery. You guys suck at building stuff. Well, 3 turns for you. Wow. You guys really turned out. The Netherlands have proven the world is round. Oh, now the Greeks can't win the game. Haha, just kidding. Of course they can't win the game because they're no longer active in the game. Yeah, that's kind of a tacked on one. Like you have to do that with Carthage too. So you have to achieve these goals, these quick goals, but then you have to live long enough after you've kind of done a little short-term playing. You got to live long enough to be able to circumnavigate, which means you got to get optics and all that. Which is not that hard because the computer really doesn't try for it. It doesn't make it a priority. It just kind of happens. So I can understand all that. Why? Yeah, I'm not giving you money, dude. I need that money as a cushion for my derelict economy. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't know what I mean, but let me make it clear to you: my economy is gonna stink. I'm supporting all these troops once I get out of this fakakta golden age. Well, I said fakakta. I don't speak Yiddish, so. But you know, you hear in the movies, it's a pretty funny sounding term. Fakakta. Falderall, but I don't think Falderall is from Yiddish at all. I don't know what it's from. I heard on MASH. It's where I get most of my vocab, I suppose. But yeah, look at that. They still got archers. Ha! Ha! Well, hello there, young man. Good to meet you. There's not much I can do for you or against you or with you. They're already a colony. Yeah, they're always... The only time I ever saw them not, and it was the Aztecs, is because, and I think it's a game that I played with you guys, is, no, I don't think it was. It was a test run for, like, trying to win. Because obviously I want to see that I can actually do something before I do it. Obviously I'm not going to just play this blind. Could you imagine how many videos I'd make? Because it took me a while to figure out how to get this to work. And the answer was specialists. That was the answer to it. I didn't know that was the answer, but that was definitely the answer to the whole shooting match. And so that's what I did. And it worked great. But so I discovered the Aztecs, and then I gave them the conquerors because I didn't want to waste my time trying to conquer them. I did not want to keep losing money by having them over there. It was just more trouble than it was worth. So I just said, the heck with it, right? And what ended up happening is I just gave them all the troops, which saved me money, of course. But the Mongols became very powerful, or not the Mongols, the Aztecs. And so the Aztecs were never colonized, and they actually had a fairly powerful country, which is obviously not something that often happens. But Mexico's not a bad place in this game for your civilization. It's just that they're, when they get found, the guys who find them automatically get a number of powerful military units and give them the frickin' plague. And so, you're not exactly setting them up for a strong appearance in the game, right? You're almost disasters almost follow. Right. Took me all this time to get the Korean Peninsula developed. Can you believe that? How slow that is? Pretty sad. Man, do I have some military or what? Like 120 units, that is just that's stupid. I mean, that's like a ridiculous amount. Like, who thought of this idea, right? It's not too hard to accomplish, though, since you already had to build 8 cities anyway. Probably gonna just whip that. Why not, right? Yeah, these cities become massive, by the way. Yeah, you gotta give it, China's got some real nice land. It might only be second to the US in this game, as far as just awesome production and food filled land. Actually, there's more food filled than production filled. I feel bad, I gotta build this thing. I've been waiting to build a town there forever and I never did, which is a little rude on my part, I admit it. Little rude, but I think it'll be okay. So how many turns do we got left? Let's see, if it's 20, then it's 16 turns we have left. And how many troops do we have? I'm gonna look right before we cut off the video. But we gotta be getting there because we're like putting out a troop a turn, which is a pretty nice clip to be putting out troops, you know? Alright. It's one of those towns that's great to build banks and all that at because they're producing money, man. They're an integral part of our economic success. And hey, 2 is better than 3, so we'll go with you next. India made peace with Mongolia. That's good. Wow, look at this. This guy's all the way up here for reasons. I'm sure that was a pretty like lame war they had going where really nothing happened at all. Alright, anyway, let me finish this turn here and then let's do a little counting, and we're at 21 minutes, so really quick I will count up our number of units, and yes, I pushed the wrong key. Alright, let's count them up. Okay, we got 15, we got 19, 20, 22, 27, 27, 26, 27, 27, 28, 29, fucking idiot, 35, 42, 54, 54 plus 16 is 70, 71 plus 15, which is 86. Well on our way. We need 34 more units. Okay, see you for the next and hopefully last video in this series. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.